What is up, YouTube? Welcome back to another video. And today, I will be making a video about a new console I have got. Y'all have known that most of my handhelds are Nintendo, so I have got another handheld for y'all today. I got the Nintendo DSi. I don't know why, but there's like a thing right there. It's 2 squares. That's how you can tell it's a DSi. I mean a DS Lite. Also on the back here. Focus. It says DS Lite. But yeah. Pretty much. I got this thing for a few reasons. One, because a lot of YouTubers said it was good. 2, because it's one of my most wanted handhelds that I've ever wanted. It's 2020, how to get it together. But anyways, another reason is because you can play Game Boy Advance games. I'm talking you can play Pokemon Red, Pokemon Ruby, Pokemon Sapphire, Pokemon Black, Pokemon White. Should I go on? Yes. Okay. Pokemon something, Pokemon Leaf Green. Just a whole bunch of Pokemon games. And just some, like Ninja Turtles, Tetris, if there's ever a Game Boy Advance version of that. But, pretty much. The games that I play on this thing is Super Mario Bros. Star Wars Force, Yoshi Touch and Go, Metroid. The one that I play the most, though, is this Game Boy game that I bought. Pac-Man. Yeah, that's pretty much the most likely game I play on it, but, yeah. There's so many more differences to this thing than the actual DSi that I have. For instance, there's no camera, as you could see. There's no camera on this because this was before the DSi was a thing. The DSi was the first DS ever to have a camera. That was so then you could mess around, do some stuff, take pictures, have a nice time. But, yeah. The only headphones that I ever used for this thing, I mean, for any of my handhelds, do not laugh, anybody. I used to be a Pokemon fan. I still am. I use the Pokemon headphones, unless I don't want to be out in public with these things, and I just use regular earbuds. I don't know, but I mostly use these Pokemon headphones that I've had since I was like 5. But yeah. But pretty much, I think the graphics, I say the graphics are like a little bit, honestly, I don't think they're that different. I think it's like fraction different. Yeah, I think it's fraction different. The only thing is that whenever I got the DS Lite, they had a charger for it. I mean, the DSi, they had a charger for it, so they gave it to me. This one, I don't got a charger for it. Nintendo piece of shit. But honestly, yeah, I had to make some sacrifices to be able to get this thing. One, I had to sell 2 3DS games. Then I had to sell my DSi. And then my mom had to pay $20. But I got this thing and Pac-Man. And I was able to keep all the DS games. So, yeah. But, yeah, pretty much. I'd have to say, if I would rather have this thing or the DSi, it would most likely be this thing. Because who can't resist being able to play DS games and Game Boy games? But, I mean, also, there are some downsides to this. One of them is you cannot do Flip Note Studio. Now, some of y'all don't really care about that, but people who do that for like a living sometimes, I think there's some people that do that, then that's pretty sad that this thing couldn't. But I mean, yeah, pretty much. But another thing is you cannot take pictures. This is because this is the oldest, this is the second model of the DS ever. So, of course, Nintendo, like after the first DS, they decided we should put a camera and add Flipnote Studio and add a store. No. It took them a whole another handheld to come up with that. That was on the DSi. But, I think the reason why this thing is called the DS Lite is because, like, compared to the old DS, the very old DS, all the OG people that had the DS, the regular DS, they would remember that it was big, bulky, and, like, it was just uncomfortable and kind of heavy. It was, like, 3 pounds. This thing's, like, probably 1-2 pounds. It's, like, lighter, so, haha, Nintendo Switch Lite, Nintendo DS Lite, haha. But, yeah, pretty much. Also, but, yeah, but, another thing is I'd say the battery life. Actually, I don't know what the battery life is. I was told that it was probably a day or two. I hope that is because I don't got a charger for this damn thing. But, freaking, I still like this. Let's see what the back says. For consumer service, www.nintendo.com or call... Oh, here it is. Optional. You could play Game Boy Advance cartridges, but sometimes will malfunction. Please Nintendo this system, or also known as blow in the cartridge, blow in the game system, put the game in, retry if it doesn't work. Thank you, consumer of this game system. Have a fun gaming. Bye. Okay. That is pretty cool. But, as y'all know, nowhere sells that anymore, just like the DSi I had. So, I got it at Game Exchange. Now, if I had to say my favorite store to get anything at, it's Game Exchange. They got new stuff, new games. They got old stuff, old games, all of that. But, I was planning on getting a Game Boy or Game Boy Advance. But, no. This thing right here, I could still have the flipping of the DS, be able to play DS games, and be able to play Game Boy Advance games. Nintendo, if y'all ever see this video, please if you're ever making a new version of like a 3DS or like calling it the 4DS or something, adding some more features. A good feature is add this part back. We need to play Game Boy Advance games so then we can be able to play 3DS games, DS games, and Game Boy Advance games. That would be the best. I could just imagine so many people having games, especially people in my place, because I have a whole bunch of 3DS games, Game Boy Advance games, some of these DS games, but yeah, that'd be pretty fun though. So yeah, I have to say the buttons, those are a little bit quieter. Yeah, I'd say they're way more quiet. Alright, here, I'm going to turn this thing on and see what it is like. Volume all the way up.
Look what I found.
That's the speaker. But yeah, that's the sound of the speaker of this thing.
Open it.
And pretty much, so, yeah. But, pretty much. But, yeah. So, I was thinking that okay, so everyone that's in my family and that watches my channel, they knew that I got this thing. So they asked me, should y'all get a DSi or DS Lite? If those were the only systems you could choose for, you could only pick one. Honestly, it depends. If you want to stay up all night playing Game Boy games with a backlit screen and just being able to play DS games as well with Picto Chat, and that's about it, go ahead. DS Lite, perfect for you. But if you want to take pictures, mess around with them, have a shop, play DS games only, and I think another thing is Flipnote Studio, and then System Transfer, that you can transfer all that stuff to your 2DS and stuff. Pretty much, I would go ahead and do that. But, yeah, but if I had to choose one, best belief, I would go with, I'm gonna go with this one, the Nintendo DS Lite. 1, buttons are quieter. 2, it actually has a headphone jack right there. 3, I just love the design of it. 4, plays Game Boy games. Game Boy Advance games, which are like my favorite games ever. If you've ever seen me play Game Boy Advance, which was like a year ago, I loved it. But, yeah. I also got DS games that you can play on this thing. And it's just amazing. So that is my review on the Nintendo DS Lite. And I pretty much hope y'all enjoy this. And just make sure to hit the like button, subscribe if you're new, and have a stealthy day. See ya. Bye.